2020-21, and dear students, first of all, on my behalf and on behalf of the schools, I welcome all of you to Unity Christians Higher Secondary School family. Okay, and dear students, I just request that since your decision is to take science, dear students, it is a very good decision, and I promise you that you will cherish your decisions for taking science in the future. Okay, the only thing here is in science you have to do is to try to understand the concepts and try to give proper time for your studies. Then everything will go very smooth. You will never know how you have passed class 12 also. But if you are neglecting it, it will be difficult for you, dear students. So some basic topics before I start the chapters. Let us discuss some basic topics which we have already learned in class 9 and 10. So this is your channel, Kumar sir. Okay, chemistry class 11, lecture number 1. So dear students, in the days to come, if you want to get notified for my latest videos, then don't forget to share and subscribe my channel, Kumar sir. Okay, fine. The first topic which we are going to discuss today is topic nomenclature. We are going to learn about the naming of organic compounds. This is a basic thing you have learned in class 10 also. We are just going to make it a little bit clear so that you might not have forgotten it. Okay, so the first thing we are going to learn today is nomenclature. So nomenclature is nothing but naming, like we has our name, same way in chemistry the organic compounds, the compound also, they has their own name. Okay, so in the olden days where there was not much development in the science, people used to name the compound on the basis of their origin. Means on the basis of their origin means what? From which place they are originated, from which place they are found, from which place we are getting that particular compounds. According to the place we will name it. Okay, according to the origins we will name it. Like for example, methane gas is a very common example. Today we call it as methane gas, but in the olden days, since this methane gas is obtained from a mercy place. Okay, mercy place is that place where the sun rays cannot reach. Like in the thick forest, when you go, you will find that the sun rays cannot reach the ground. Okay, and near the bottom of the tree, you will find that there will be a leaves heap will be there. So those leaves which are shedded during the spring season, so that they will form a heap. On the bottom of the heap you will find that those leaves which are available, they will never receive the sun rays. As a result, in a days to come they start rotting. Okay, and when they will rotten, they will start producing a gas. Okay, that gas is nothing but methane gas. Okay or not? So that place where sun rays cannot reach, we call it as mercy gas. So in the olden days, this gas was known by the name mercy gas because it is originated from where? From the mercy place. So it was called as mercy gas. Similarly, this mercy gas name, right now we know its name is methane, its name is mercy gas, and again it has 2-3 more names. So what happens in the field of chemistry, the confusion started because one person, if they has 10 to 20 names, definitely your near and dear one will get confused who is who. Okay, so that is why we need to have some specific name. So in order to name the compound specifically, there was a need of one organizations. Okay, so the chemistry society, they came up with a organizations with a with the organizations by the name IUPAC. This IUPAC was set up with the head office or headquarters in Geneva. Okay, Now, what is the full form of this IUPAC? The full form of IUPAC is International Union for Pure and Applied Chemistry. International Union for Pure and Applied Chemistry. So, what is the purpose of this IUPAC? The purpose of this IUPAC is these organizations will make the rules for naming the compounds. Whichever new compound is discovered, they will they will give the guideline according to which we have to name the compounds. That is the work of this IUPAC, so that one compound will not have more than one name. Okay, what is the work of this IUPAC? Okay, now according to IUPAC, according to these organizations, according to IUPAC, the name of the organic compound consists of three parts. Okay, consists of three parts. The name of the organic compound consists of three parts. The first part is word root. We call it as word root. The second part we call it as suffix, and the third part we call it as prefix. Like, dear students, my name is Saroj Kumar Roy. Okay, my name is Saroj Kumar Roy. So in my name, this is called as first name. Okay, it comes initially, right? Initial name. So similarly, in chemistry, in the name of an organic compound, prefix is called as what? First name. This prefix is called as first name. My middle name is what? Kumar. Okay, my middle name is Kumar. Okay, so in chemistry, the middle name is nothing but word root, means origin. So word root, that is called as middle name. Okay, and my last name is Roy. So but in our language, in our field, in the field of human beings, or in the life of human beings, we call it as what? Last name. But in the field of chemistry, we don't call it as last name, we call it as what? Suffix. Okay, which will come at the end of the name. Got it or not? So I hope you understood what is word root, what is suffix, what is prefix. Okay, okay, dear students, now word root, one by one, three also will discuss, and then I will teach you how to write the names. Okay, some basic. So word root is what? It is the basic unit of the name, means it is the basic things about the name. Word root is the basic thing about the name. Now, word root, what does it represent? Word root, it represents the number of carbon in the main chain. What does word root represent? It represents the number of carbon in the main chain. Okay, fine. So number of carbon, if the number of carbon in the main chain is 1, the word root we will use is meth. If the number of carbon in the main chain is 2, okay, like this, if it is like this, C, this is main chain, suppose. If the number of carbon in the main chain is 2, then we will use the word eth. If the number of carbon in the main chain is 3, then we like this, then we will use the word prop. If the number of carbon in the main chain is 4, then we will use the word but. If the number of carbon in the main chain is 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then we will use the word pent. If the number of carbon in the main chain is 6, then we will use the word hex. If the number of carbon in the main chain is 7, then we will use the word hept. Okay. If the number of carbon, I have written here C8, that means number of carbon is 8. Means 8 means we will use the word oct. If it is C9 means number of carbon is 9, then we will use the word non. And if the number of carbon is 10, then we will use the word dec. Got it or not, students? So if there are 10 number of carbon in the main chain connected with each others, then we will name it as what? The word root will be what? The middle name will be what? Dec. Okay, dear students, hope you have understood it. Okay, now we shall see about suffix and prefix. Okay, dear students, number one, we have discussed what? Word root. Now number two, we are going to discuss what? Suffix. As I have told you that suffix is nothing but the last name. Like in our name we used to have last name. Like this in chemistry, organic compound also name. In chemistry, the name of the compound also has last name. That one we don't call it as last name, we call it as what? suffix. Okay, this is called as suffix. The last name in chemistry we call it as suffix. Okay, so there are two types of suffix. Okay, one is called as primary suffix. This is called as a primary suffix. Another one is secondary suffix. Okay, so let us first discuss the primary suffix. Okay, let us first discuss primary suffix. What is primary suffix? So primary suffix, it is used to indicate, okay, it is used to indicate the nature of linkage between carbon atoms. Means what? Suppose here you see the carbon, they are all bonded or not. So the linkage here, like this way. Here hydrogen, here 3 hydrogens. So hydrogen, it will be like this. 3 hydrogen I have drawn. Then middle one is what? 2 hydrogens. So 2 hydrogen I will draw it like this. The next one is how much hydrogen? 3 hydrogens. So these hydrogens I have drawn it like this. Now you see these carbons, okay, this carbon, they are linked through what? Single bond or not. So this is nothing but it is called as a nature of linkage. Nature of linkage, here is single bond. Here this carbon and this carbon also linked through single bond. So nature of linkage here is what? Single bond. Okay. So on the basis of the linkage, we are giving the name. Primary suffix are used to name those linkages. Okay, man. For example, you say nature of carbon chain. If two carbon atoms are bonded together with single bond, then the name of that particular compound will end with N. For example, you see here CH3, CH2, CH3. This is a very simple one. Okay. So what is the total number of carbon here? 1, 2, 3. Right. Total number of carbon is 3. As I have already told you in the root name, if the number of carbon is 3, for C3 the word root is what? Prop. So we'll write here prop. Got it? Plus all are bonded through single bond or not. And if single bond is there, then at the end of the name title will come what? A-N-E. So we'll add here A-N-E. So the name of this IUPAC name of this compound will be what? Propane. Hope, dear students, you are understanding it. Next, coming to the second one, if the carbons, one carbon atom is bonded with another carbon atom with double bond, okay, then at the last the name will come what? In. For example, you see here CH3, CH, CH2. So this one here, this carbon, you can see this carbon and this carbon, they are bonded together with a double bond or not. So how will be the name? How many is the carbon? 1, 2, 3. 3 carbons are there. So for 3 carbon, what is the word root? Prop. So we'll write here prop. And at the last there is a double bond. So we'll write it here what? E-N-E. Because double bond means E-N-E will come. So we have written E-N-E, so that name will be what? Propene. Okay? Got it? So this is the primary suffix, we are using it. Suppose if the two carbons are attached to each other with the help of a triple bond, then at the name will be how many carbons are there? 1 and 2. So 2 carbon, if the number of carbon is 2, the word root is what? I have given you the table, it is it. So we'll write here it, and here triple bond is there. So triple bond is there means at the last title will be what? Y-N-E. We will add Y-N-E. So the name will be what? Ethine. Ethine. Got it? So I hope you understood what is primary suffix. Primary suffix basically deals with the nature of the bond with which carbon is attached. If it is single bonded, then we will add A-N-E. If it is double bonded, E-N-E. And if it is triple bonded, Y-N-E. Okay, dear students? Fine. So primary suffix is, I think it is clear. Now coming to the secondary suffix. The second type of suffix is secondary suffix. Here I have taken only a few examples. As we proceed in the chapters, we will be discussing more and more on it. Okay. So for time being, only 4 I have considered functional group. So it is used to indicate the functional group in the organic compound. Now dear students, what is functional group? This one we will discuss when we will be going in detail with the chapter. Okay, for time being, just remember that functional group is something which will change the properties of an organic compound if it is present. Okay, fine. So these are called as a functional group: alcohol, aldehyde, carboxylic acid, ketone, amide, amine. So many are there, but for time being we are considering only 4 family of the functional group. These are the families of the functional group: alcohol family, aldehyde family, carboxylic family, and ketone family. Okay, no? So how we used to use this? How we used to name it? The secondary suffix. Let's see here. For example, number 1. Okay, this one ka example let us consider. Okay, suppose alcohol is present: CH3, CH2, CH2, OH. Okay, suppose this is alcohol, functional group is what? OH. So here OH is present or not? Now how to name it? Okay, remember dear student, if the functional group is present, wherever functional group is present, that to whomever carbon the functional group is attached, that carbon we will try to give it the first number. Okay, lowest number. So if I start from here 1, 2, 3, this carbon is attached to alcohol or not? OH or not? So this one is getting third number, which is not right. It should get lowest number. So we will start the numbering from here 1, 2, 3. Got it or not? So here total number of carbon is how much? 3. So for 3 carbon, what is the root? Word root? Prop. So we'll write prop. And what is there any double bond here? No, all are single bond. For single bond, what is the primary suffix we are using? ANE. Okay, fine. And what is the functional group at the last? Here it is OH. And for OH, what is the secondary suffix we are using? Secondary suffix is for OH. If it is present, then secondary suffix at the end of the name there will be OL. So OL. Okay. Now, dear students, you see here, this is prop, fine. ANEN and all for functional group and for single bond. Okay. So you see here, the last letters, this is E and this is O. Both are vowel or not? So we'll drop E. So the name will be what? Propan, and in place of E we'll write here ol. So the name of this compound will be what? Propanol. Okay, got it? Now coming to the next one, aldehyde. This is aldehyde. The functional group is what? Single bond CHO. Wherever CHO is there, you should understand that is aldehyde. And at the end of the name, what will come at the last? Al will come. Like here we have got all, same here will come in aldehyde, al. Example, let us take CH3, CH2, CH2, CHO. Okay, so here this is the one compound. Okay, and remember, when aldehyde is given, you are not going to count only 1, 2, 3 carbon. You are going to count this carbon also. And remember, dear students, always start the numbering from the side on which functional group is present. So here functional group is present in this side or not? So numbering will start from here 1, 2, 3, 4. And if it is present here, then numbering will start from here. Okay, functional group should get the lowest number. That one you should always remember. Again and again I am telling you. So here 1, 2, 3, 4. Total number of carbon is 4. So for 4 carbon, what is the root name we have studied? But. So we'll write here but. All are single bonded. As you can see, is there any double bond here? No. So for single bond, what is the primary suffix we are using? N. So we write plus ANEN. And what is the secondary suffix we are using for CHO? For CHO, the secondary suffix we are using is al. So we'll use here al. Okay. So now the name will be what? This E will be dropped. Okay. So the name will be butanol. Okay. So this will be the name of this compound. Okay. Got it or not? Okay. Now coming to carboxylic acid. Okay. The third one. Let me tell you, carboxylic acid. The secondary suffix comes CH3, CH2, CH2, COOH. If it is given like this, then how to name it, dear students? Same thing. We have to count out. We have to start the numbering from the functional group side. This is the functional group. What is the name of this family? Carboxylic. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are 4 carbons. So for 4 carbon, what is the word root? We have to see, memorize the table. Okay, word root will be how much? But. So it will be but, and all are single bonded. So what will come? N. If it is double bond, in. If it is triple bond, in. Okay. So N plus, what is the functional group here? COOH. So COOH, what is the secondary suffix? At last, what letter we are using? Oic acid. So right here, oic acid. Now again you see here E is the vowel and O is vowel. So E will drop it. So what will be the name of it? Butanoic acid. So this will be the IUPAC name of these compounds. 1, 2, 3. Ketone also, it is there, but we will learn it as we proceed in the chapters. For time being, I have shown you how to use the secondary suffix, how to use the primary suffix, and how to name it. So this is about the suffix. Okay, hope all of you have understood. Now we will go to the next, that is third part of IUPAC naming. Word root is the first, second is suffix, and third is prefix. Now we are going to discuss about part was word root, second is suffix, then it is prefix. See, all of you might be knowing it also, but the thing is that I am telling you, requesting you again, that you go through steadily, watch the video slowly, don't just skip it and watch. That way, if you are watching there, it is useless, you will not learn anything. So watch the video thoroughly. If one time you are not getting, watch it twice, thrice, you watch it, okay, so that you can understand this concept. This is very important in chemistry. Okay, so let us try to understand. This is very basic and very important. Okay, so next is what? Third part is what? Prefix. So what is prefix? Prefix, it is a part of the name, that is IUPAC name. It is a part of the IUPAC name. Okay, IUPAC name. It is part of the IUPAC name which appears before the word root. Means this is a part of a name which will appear before the word root. Pre means before. You can say that our name is there, so we have first name, middle name, and surname. So surname, that is suffix, we have already discussed. Middle name means word root, we have already discussed. Now first name, that is prefix, we are going to discuss. It always comes before the word root. Okay, it is divided into again 2 parts. The first part is called primary prefix. Now primary prefix, why we use this primary prefix? It is used to distinguish between the open chain and the closed chain structure. Okay, so primary prefix actually help us to distinguish between open chain and closed chain structure. Open chain structure is this one. Suppose this is the one, CH3, CH2, CH3. So this one, you see, there is no closed structure type, it is straight chain. So this is called open chain. Okay, open chain. Okay, we will be discussing in detail when we will go into the chapter. And this is called what? See, it is looking like closed shape or not. So it is called closed chain structure. Closed chain structure. So with the help of primary prefix, we are able to distinguish whether it is open chain or closed chain structure. This primary prefix helps us to give the name in such a way that by looking, that reading the name itself, we will come to know whether it is a straight chain or like this closed structure. Okay or not? Okay, so open chain and closed chain, I think you have understood the difference. Okay, open chain means straight chain, it will be, there will be no closed structure. Okay, but in closed structures or closed chain, you see here, it is closed all the way, it is closed. Okay, it is used to, it is this primary prefix, it is only used in chain, closed chain structure only. It is used in closed chain structure only. Primary prefix is only used in closed chain structure, and the prefix used is, what is the prefix we will be using? What is the first name we will be using for closed structure? Cyclo. How we will be using? Let us try to understand. Suppose here you see how many number of carbons are there? 1, 2, 3. 3 carbons are there. For 3 carbons, what is our word root? Our word root is what? Prop. and all are single bond, so our last name it will come what, N. Okay, but primary prefix is used before word root. This is the word root, before that we have to use, and it is a closed structure or not. And for closed structure, what is the primary prefix we are using? Cyclo. So the name of this compound will be what? Cyclo. 3 carbons, so word root is prop. All are single bonds, so ANE, propane. So the name of this structure will be what? Cyclopropane. So this cyclo is only used in case of closed structure. Now you see here how many carbons are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 carbons are there. So for 4 carbons we have the word root what? But. And all are single bonds, so N. So before this name we have to use, since it is a closed structure, is there any way to enter inside? No. So we use the prefix what? Cyclo. So the name will be cyclo but. All are single bonded, so N. So butane. Okay. Now coming to these compounds, what will be the name of this? This is also closed structure. You cannot enter in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 are there. So for 6, C6, the name is hex, and all are single bond, so N, hexane. So what will be the prefix we will be using here? Cyclo, hex, and all are single bonded, so N. So the name will be cyclohexane. I hope, dear students, you are understanding it. Okay, try to understand properly. If you have any doubt, feel free to ask your doubts. Okay, now coming to the secondary prefix. Secondary prefix, basically it is used for both open chain and closed chain. Okay, in both it is used to indicate the presence of the substituent group or the branch. That means what? This secondary suffix only will come into play when there is a branch in a chain. For example, you can see CH3, CH2, CH3. Suppose here it is given Cl. Okay, so this is a branch or not? This one is the main chain and this one is coming as a branch. So here we are going to use secondary suffix. Okay, while using secondary suffix, you have to make sure that the numbering starts in such a way that this substituent, we call it a substituent group or branch, it should get the minimum number. If I start from here 1, 2, 3, it is getting which position? Third position, so it is wrong. You have to start from here 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is getting second position. The substituent group is getting second position, or the branch is getting second position. So this one will follow it. And how we will be writing the name of it? This is what? Cl. So substituent group or the branch is Cl. What will be the suffix or secondary prefix or branch name? Chloro. So we'll write here chloro. Okay, and how many carbons are there in the main chain? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. So for 4 carbons we write but, and all are single bonded, so N, butane. Okay, dear students, I hope you are understanding. Let's take one more example, like bromoga. CH3, C, CH3, Cl, Cl. Okay, so here 2 Cls are given. So this is our straight chain. So 1, 2, 3. So the numbering will be 1, 2, 3. And what is the position of both the chlorine? 2 or not? So how will we be writing? At position 2 there are 2 chlorine. So we'll write here like this 2, 2. Same thing or not? Chlorine, chlorine. So we'll write here dichloro. Okay, 2, 2 dichloro. And what is the total number of carbon in the main chain? 3. So it will be propane. Okay, dear students. So this is how we are using the secondary suffix. Okay, primary suffix we are using in a closed structure only. Secondary suffix we are using in a substituent or the branch. One more thing I will tell you. Let's add one more thing here itself. CH3. So we will use the name methyl. Okay, this one we will write it. Okay, methyl. methyl. If there is one carbon in the main branch, then we'll use this one, methyl. Okay, for example, one question here, let's try to understand. CH3 for this one. Okay, so CH3, CH3, so see here, the main chain here, it is what? This is the main chain, 1, 2, 3. This is considered as the main chain, and this one will be the branch. So in the branch, how many carbons are there? See, in the branch, if the number of carbon is 1, then we will use methyl. That one I will discuss after this explanation. So this is called as substituent or the branch. So branch, it is what? How many carbons are there? 1. So we will use what? Methyl. So what is the position of this branch? 2. So right here 2 methyl. And how many carbons are there in the main chain? 3. So right here propane. Okay. Okay, dear students. Okay. So these are the basic informations regarding the IUPAC naming. Okay. And today I will be concluding here. So I want all of you to be very much clear with the concepts and the ideas or the theories what I have given up to this. If you are clear with this, in the next video lecture we will start naming or writing the IUPAC name of the compound. So this IUPAC naming and all, basically I will be completing it in 2 to 3 lectures. So dear students, please be very attentive, attend them, watch the video properly, once, twice, thrice you can watch it. Okay, and you will not be late in getting the videos updated only if you have subscribed to my YouTube channel Kumar Sir. Okay. So whenever I will update the when I will be uploading the videos, you will get an update. Okay, got it or not? If you are not subscribing, you will not get an update. And if you have friends, those who are in search of a good lectures or explanations, you can please share with them also, so that they can also learn. Okay, dear students, all the best, keep working hard. Thank you.